think so. Ugh.
Our stupid laptop was doing Windows updates.
Yeah. We've been sitting here waiting for... We usually control the chat, the live stream, and everything from this laptop, and it decided it needed an update. And it has been updating for the past 20 minutes. I think it's almost done, but I was tired of waiting for it.
Can you guys hear us?
I mean, I hope they can, but I can't read the chat from here to see if it's a problem. But I think I have the mic and everything set up, so... I don't know, we won't know for 5... They can hear us. Where are you going? They can hear us. They came here to see someone build and no one's building.
Come.
Sorry for the late start, everyone, but we're here now. The laptop's working. Let me get into the...
I'm on bag 3. We're doing the Mando helmet still.
I'm thinking you'll finish this today.
I hope so. I think I can.
I think you can too. I believe in you.
So I'm over here building again because I'm trying not to talk too much because I bit the inside of my lip and it hurts like real bad. And the more I talk, the more likely I am to do it again.
So nobody ask Molly any questions.
I can answer them in short responses.
How's everybody doing?
As far as I'm concerned, wine helps with it. So. Alcohol cleans things.
I hope everyone's having a good Disney Plus day. Which, honestly, though, I mean, I knew. I was like, I'm not going to expect anything today. And also, they weren't doing like a big live stream or whatever they did like they did last year. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, like nothing is really going to happen today. But we got the Obi-Wan behind the scenes, which was really great, good to watch, and the Andor special preview, which I also enjoyed, and it had a new trailer on it. So
I feel like for most people, like Disney Plus Day was still exciting for Star Wars because most people didn't know that the Obi-Wan thing was coming. Most people didn't know that the Andor sneak peek was coming. So
that's true. It's like not everyone keeps up with everything the way we do, and like I have no idea what came out for Marvel today. Well, I mean Thor: Love and Thunder and She-Hulk, but I don't know if they did anything else special.
That's not like surprising.
No, but
I like that they're like, oh my god, it's Disney Plus Day. You can sign up for Disney Plus for $1.99, and here's a bunch of stuff that you already knew was coming.
Yeah, I was still kind of hoping that they would do something like tell us when the Bad Batch is actually going to come out, because I am so tired of watching people speculate about that.
There's new rumors on that now. Now we're talking about January,
which seems like way too late. I mean, I don't know why they would go from September 28th to January, but who knows? Who knows?
Oh, who's our stream sponsor?
Grogu. That's right. He's here just for you.
Yay. Thanks, Grogu. Love you.
We'll get into some super chats here because J-Bell sent a timely one in. Thank you, J-Bell. An evil wizard is going to steal all your convention memories. He'll let you keep a single 5-minute memory. What moment do you keep? That is an evil wizard. I don't think I could choose just one moment from this past Dragon Con. But of every convention we've ever been to...
Of all of them?
Of every convention... Which is really just Dragon Con, Star Wars Celebration. Have we gone to any other cons? I feel like we have, but GCX.
I don't like the idea of only picking one out of all the conventions. Can we just do this year's Dragon Con?
No, this says all convention memories. What's your favorite convention memory?
I mean, being on the Star Wars show stage is probably near the top. There's a ton of Dragon Con ones. Being third place. And Dragon Con trivia was pretty dope last year.
Yeah, winning in 2019. 2019 was a good year for cons for us.
Yeah.
But winning Dragon Con trivia that might have to be my answer, but yeah, being on the Star Wars show stage.
Almost winning is my answer.
Being on the Star Wars show stage is hard to pass that up.
I was also going to say, like, just sitting down for, like, the first couple minutes of our podcast panel at Celebration this year was pretty surreal.
I think I will go with the Star Wars show stage because I don't know that anything like that will ever happen again. Winning, I've just proven to myself this year that I can win Dragon Con trivia again, so I might get that new memory, and we could probably get on the podcast stage again sometime. So
that's true.
Star Wars show stage feels the most unique and the most unlikely to happen a second time.
Well, in those regards, I might say, like, meeting, what's his name that played Saul Ty?
Yeah, Michael Hogan.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Yeah, he was great. He was like one of the first celebrities we met at Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gone.
Is he not?
No.
I thought he, like, had...
He had a bad fall.
Oh.
But he's not gone. He's okay.
Well, he's probably not going to be at any conventions.
He might not go back to Dragon Con, but he's okay.
We have gone to Dragon Con at years that, like, Carrie Fisher was there, but we didn't see her.
Yeah, that's true. We were idiots. But, like, Billy D. Williams has been there before, too, and it's just, like, the line is forever long. So...
Yeah. Forever long. Forever long.
Maddie Gunner says crowd surfing at Mosh Isley. Like, that'll happen again, so...
Alex is like, I'm not retired from that yet.
No. I'll crowd surf at 36. The Templin Institute is here. Just can't help himself. But thank you for the super chat, Mark. It's in pretty poor taste to stream Star Wars stuff on Star Trek Day. # be better.
Well, you take that up with Disney.
Yeah.
They started this whole thing.
Well, really, it's George Lucas. I don't know why. Why is there a Star Trek Day at all? I mean, we talk about Star Wars every day.
Why is there a Star Trek Day?
We should watch Star Trek Discovery in honor of Star Trek Day. Well, I was gonna do that, but then Mark came in with the snarky comment, and now I don't think I'm gonna start Star Trek Discovery today.
Yeah, we're still working on...
Strange New Worlds. I got the name of the show wrong.
Oh. Strange New Worlds
I forgot he hates Discovery.
Strange New Worlds just sounds like one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies to me, so that is all I hear when I hear you say that.
Mm-hmm. Mark, that wasn't even on purpose. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna start Star Trek Discovery today in honor of Star Trek Day, just to make Mark very, very happy.
No, I want to watch Better Call Saul.
I know. We gotta watch She-Hulk too. And I don't know when Amazon unlocks TV shows, if they do it the night before.
Oh yeah, Rings of Power.
I think they unlock it midnight Pacific time, the same way
3.
Disney Plus does.
Yeah.
Mark says this is the worst thing to happen today.
Oh no.
Thanks for coming, Mark.
This wouldn't have happened if you had come to Dragon Con. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you had just been at Dragon Con. We could have watched Strange New Worlds together.
You totally missed out on our For All Mankind cosplays, which we wore for all of
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah, we got all taped up into duct tape.
Probably took us overall 5 hours to do.
I don't know
from start to finish.
It took us a while to put those suits together, and we got in them, walked around the show floor for a little bit, sweated our butts off, and then went back and tore them off.
I was like, I had like not a knife, a pair of scissors, and I was just like cutting into the duct tape, just no regard for the clothes underneath. I was like, get me out of this.
Because these don't pop up in our super chat spreadsheet thing, I wanted to shout out Reefton and Rainman, who have both been big super fans for 4 months. So thank you, both of you.
Super fans.
Reefton says, wow, 3 months already. It says 4. Or maybe that's you're entering your 4th month. I don't know. Congrats, Alex, again for winning Dragon Con Trivia. Man, I wish I could have made it work this year for me to come over. Me too. I wish everyone got to see me win again. And Jane was up there. I was really happy and proud to see Jane up at the table too.
Jane took my spot.
Jane took Molly's spot. That's not true. Yeah, the last 2 seats were 4 people tied for the last 2 places, and so they had to draw straws to see who got up there, and Molly drew the wrong straw.
I'm like so mad that I was like, maybe if I just hadn't have had so many drinks before I took the test, I would have gotten like 1 more right.
And Rainman said, congrats on your DC win. Thank you both. Batman is my dad. Thank you for the super chat. Asked, did y'all get the ATTE? Just finished mine. No, we didn't get that set. We have a giant backlog already.
There's an ATTE?
Yeah, it's not like that level.
Not a UCS.
It's not a UCS set. It's just an ATTE, which still looks cool. But we have the Dark Trooper helmet. We've got Boba Fett's palace, which I don't even know if we're gonna build that one.
Yeah, maybe we give that one away.
This'll probably be our next one because it's Andor centric.
Oh yeah.
The ambush on Ferrix. What else? There's a couple in the closet. We have way too many Lego sets.
We already have a holiday set, don't we?
I think so. I forget
what
it is.
I think we bought the next elf house or gingerbread house or something.
Did we pre-order that?
No.
Oh, we do have the one from last year.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
And so then they're probably going to put out a new one this year. We're going to have a whole little Christmas village.
It'll be a Christmas miracle.
David McKay, I did build the Dagobah diorama.
Oh yeah, that one's downstairs.
Yeah, I built that one just for funsies. Oh hey, Wikipedia's in the chat.
Oh, what's up?
What's up, Wikipedia? Chelsea Asp, thank you for the next super chat. I think this one's for me. It says, you looked fantastic as the Playboy Sith Bunny. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That one must be for you.
Uh-huh. I did look great.
Thank you. It was super fun, and actually the version of that I was originally going to do was going to be like a Darth Vader inspired Playboy bunny, and I today just got the part of the outfit that was going to make it more Vader related, so hopefully next year I'll be able to wear that.
Nope, I still say you do Jackson. I think that's the best idea.
I am gonna do that too.
That is a phenomenal idea. If you don't do it, I'll do it.
I'm gonna do it. I came up with the idea.
That's what I'm saying. You should do it. Hey, there's Jane Dalton.
We need to get a group of bunnies, Star Wars bunnies, for next year.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Jane's in the chat now. We were just talking about you, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
And being up on the stage and how happy and proud we were. Even though you took Molly's spot. You didn't.
I'm so proud of you. I'll be there every year from now until I die to try to get my spot back. I'll be the next... There's some other people that we know that are basically doing that still.
J-Bell, thank you for the next super chat. Due to his Dragon Con win, how would Alex feel about evolving from Alex the Demon Daemon to Alex the Dragon Daemon? I like the nickname.
Well, the Schmodown is over.
Yeah,
so.
but
We can get rid of the demon name.
But we're getting to a point where so many Schmodown competitors are also at DragonCon. There's me. Gold Leader was there this year. Zach Burkett. There's Marie and Thomas Harper and you. Mm-hmm. So that's 6 people. If we can convince 2 more to go out to Joseph Scrimshaw is at DragonCon a lot. If we can just convince him to try the trivia out.
I would love to get Joseph up there for trivia.
But we just need 2 to 4 more people, and then we can all be up there. It was fun having Gold Leader on stage. Mm-hmm. Because he played his Schmodown persona. Like, he went up and was kind of mean.
Kind of mean.
But only to people like me.
Yeah.
Only to people who knew what his shtick was.
He wasn't really mean, it was just snarky.
Yeah. I think he balanced it well. And I told him, I was like, you can say whatever you want to me. And when he insulted me, it wasn't rough. Like, I would just hit him and laugh.
Yeah.
And we had a little shtick where, like, I would try to keep the microphone away from him and stuff. So that was fun.
Is this right? Is this supposed to move?
Yeah, you're gonna... Eventually, it'll stand up straight. Oh. You kind of build around it. Bradshaw's Studio, thank you for the super sticker that says, "Keep it up."
Thank you. I needed that today.
I think we all did.
This has been a weird week. We are still recovering from DragonCon. Mostly you. All I did was bite my lip, and it hurts. But
I had a bit of a sore throat.
You got the con cred, not COVID, but the con cred.
Yeah, I took a test, and that was negative. But yeah, I'm still a little scratchy. Part of that was probably just from yelling so much.
Oh yeah, because like half the time we still had to wear masks, and like for me, no one can hear me even without a mask. So with a mask, I'm basically screaming at everyone.
When we did our For All Mankind cosplay, we were covered in duct tape and had like these face masks on, and we couldn't say a word to each other.
But yeah, like normally we're out and about with like a bunch of other people, but everybody was kind of relaxing because it was right before trivia. And so we went out, just the 2 of us, and then we were like, oh, we can barely hear each other, so we were just screaming at each other and being like,
if I saw a cool cosplay through like the fog of my mask, I would just point and yell whatever it was.
This year, though, at DragonCon, this was like one of the most fun years that it's ever been.
It was a really, really good con.
Everything just kind of went well. We got to do a lot of fun stuff. We had a great group. We had several group costumes, technically. We had the onesies, or the rompers. Uh-huh. The rompers are gonna be a staple from now on.
I've been wanting to do that for like 3 years, and I finally convinced all my friends to get rompers. And I loved it. And they loved it too. We wound up wearing them like most nights.
I have 2 of them now.
Molly can't decide what she wants when she's buying clothes, so she buys 3 of whatever it is, and then she just has 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Oh, I meant to say when J Bell asked about being Alex the Dragon Daemon, I feel like not yet. If I win again, because right now, Marie and Thomas and I are all tied with 2 wins. So if I win again, I will claim the dragon title until someone ties me up.
If you haven't already seen the clip of him winning, it'll be in this week's Q&A on Saturday. And my favorite part, I think, there's one moment where you look at the camera that's cute, but my favorite part is Daniel, who is the guy who runs trivia, writes trivia. Daniel just goes, yeah, okay, Alex wins. We're just like, yeah, whatever.
Daniel is the most deadpan person. It's hysterical having him run trivia every year.
He used to be a lot scarier. Just
he used to be like 12 years old, and now he's in his 20s.
But he used to like not take any of our crap.
That's true.
Now he's like a little bit more lenient.
That is true. I think he is lightened up in that regard. But I think he's also gained an intensity on some level.
Sure.
Jane, what did you think of Daniel?
Also, his mom says some of the funniest stuff during trivia and I got to sit next to her because she keeps score during the game.
Yeah, I don't want to say their last name. I don't want to dox them, but Daniel and Peggy and their whole family are very involved in DragonCon. They do a lot of work. Daniel's brother is the chess Jawa, and he plays chess like all weekend against people
to raise money
for charity.
He raised a lot of money.
He raised over $3,000 on his own. Just like people come up and they donate and they get to play a game with them, and he then destroys them. Daniel's father builds like this massive sand crawler around a bus, because there's a parade at DragonCon every year, so like all these panels fit inside the bus, and then they drive it to DragonCon. They pull all the panels out and assemble this huge sand crawler. It's insane.
It also was on theme for Mandalorian this year because it had the big crate dragon skull.
Oh, yeah.
On the top of it.
Jane says she loved Daniel. He was very funny and how deadpan he was, but also like weirdly positive. And he's just like, you're all winners. Mm-hmm. You want me to hear you one, but also one of you asked to actually win. What? Weirdly positive. He's like, you're all winners. I don't understand the second half of that sentence.
He's pretty good about saying you're all winners. Peggy's a lot better at it.
The whole trivia contest is designed around the idea that
this is a punishment.
Yes, basically. Like, okay, you took a written test. Now you're in the top 10, or this year it was 8 because of COVID, but all the high scores now have to go up, and it's like have to go up and answer Daniel's crazy questions.
Yeah, like when I didn't get up there.
Okay, that was a text-to-speech thing. Okay.
When I didn't get up there, Peggy kept saying like, "Trust me, you got the better straw," and I was like, "But I don't want to be up there."
But yeah, then Daniel asks questions, and basically it's like, if you know the answer to all of these, you should go home and touch some grass, as the kids say. Get outside. You might know Star Wars a little too much. And point taken, but I'm still happy to win. Oh, I haven't shown off... This was my prize for winning this year. It is a piece of film from Attack of the Clones. It is Anakin and Padme during the Battle of Geonosis. Film cell 2408.
Huzzah.
So now, the year I won in 2019, I was given, you can't see it behind the Falcon, but I was given an autographed Jar Jar Binks picture, autographed by Ahmed Best. So
take those apart. So
I have something from episode 1 and something from episode 2. So if there's something from Revenge of the Sith next year, then I know I have to win. But if it's from any other movie, then I'm like, it's probably not fate.
Or I could win it.
Yeah, I have to work my way through all the movies.
Next year's my year.
Yeah, David McKay, it's a film cell. Like, yeah, it was shot digitally, and then I guess they printed some out for projectors, or I don't know. Because I had the exact same thought, and then I didn't think to look into it at all.
They can still put it on film. It just wasn't shot on film.
Well, it's like, I remember in the Light and Magic documentary, they talked about how they were running around buying digital projectors for theaters and stuff, but I imagine they converted some of it to film.
Anyways, we've talked a lot about DragonCon. I'm sure people are sick of it. We're just in deep
People-
denial that it's over.
People have asked about it.
I'm like, I was pretty sad when we were leaving. I was like ready to go home and sleep in my own bed, but also just like bummed it was over.
Yeah, but that's true of everything we do. It was true at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
It's weird to be...
Every Sunday I'm just like, no.
At Dragon Con, usually we're hanging out with people who are in town. It's more just that, like, it's hard to get everyone together all at the same time, so it's still sad to part ways. But we can move on, because Harrison Alexander has some Lord of the Rings trivia for us.
Ooh.
What name did Elrond bestow on Aragorn while he was growing up in Rivendell? I think it was Elisar. I think that's an Elvish word.
Your guess is as good as mine, if not better.
Oh, Reefton says Estelle. That does sound right.
Estelle.
I think it means hope. Estelle does sound like a grandma's name. Elisar is his name as King of Gondor and Arnor. Oh, I mean, look at Reefton. Reefton knows his Tolkien. Oh, Chazotron 5000 says in all caps, "You guys met Guillermo." Not really.
We didn't meet him, but like we walked past him and were super awkward about it.
Yeah, Harvey Guillen was there. He was probably the most high-profile guest at Dragon Con, and we were just walking to a panel or something, and we turned a corner, and he was right in front of us, just like
talking to some people.
Standing and talking to some people, and he looked directly at us, and we both like turned the corner and went, and then just kept on going.
He saw us just kind of like walking, and then he saw us go like this.
We kept our cool. We didn't want to bother him, but then he came to Saturday night. There was a Star Wars party. There's like a Tolkien party on Friday. There's a Star Wars party on Saturday. It's really not very themed, the way they say it. It's really just a DJ in a big hotel ballroom. Mm-hmm. But he showed up at one point.
It's very loosely themed.
Yeah. But he showed up at one point, got up on stage, and was just like swinging a lightsaber around because he knows combat stuff from what we do in the shadows.
Yeah.
So we saw video of that, but we missed it live.
I don't even know if we were in the room when that happened, but because we were all pretty intoxicated at that point.
Jeff Gloff, 2814, thank you for the next super chat. Just 51 more LEGO streams until Dragon Con. Sorry, that was the post-con depression talking. I'll stop now. I had a blast and hope you did too. We did. Like we said, that was one of my favorite cons that we've done. Part of it is I feel like a successful con balances work and play at this point for me, where this year I was on 3 panels. I did apply to interview Claudia Gray, but I think I applied too late and couldn't get my questions approved by Lucasfilm in time, so I didn't have any interviews. We did still get to talk to Claudia and Delilah Dawson and Michael Stackpole. But yeah, I had 2 panels on Friday and then nothing on Saturday or Sunday and a panel on Monday. So I felt like I could just relax Friday and Saturday night. And I was going to take it really easy Sunday night and not party, but then I won.
But it's Sunday night.
Then I won the trivia. I mean, I was going to party, but then I won trivia and I was like, all right, I'm going nuts. But I still, every day, I woke up feeling good.
Yeah, I think I never really felt hungover. I was just tired, and like we didn't sleep well because we had a bunch of other people in the room, and they were snoring. So like, I think we did pretty good, especially because we had a Monday morning panel at 1:00. Thank goodness it wasn't at 11.
Yeah.
Because having to get up on the last day, pack the rest of our stuff, check out, go to a panel, and then leave is like a lot for one morning.
Yeah. Maddie Gunner, I did not have any appletinis this weekend, unfortunately.
Boo.
The Dark Lord Revan, thanks for the next super chat from a while back in the conversation, but that's all right. Strange New Worlds is one of the best Star Trek series ever. That's what the Templin Institute keeps telling me.
That's what we're told, yeah.
He really, really wants me to start that, but we've got so many things to watch. Okay, Hilo. It's funny, I know that's on Paramount Plus. The only thing we've tried on Paramount Plus was the Halo show, and that just
Oh, yeah.
was...
I thought that show started out really cool, not knowing much about Halo. And then, yeah, I was like, eh.
I think we watched 2
It's
episodes, and then I just kind of forgot about it. Like, I'm not super attached to Halo lore or anything, so I
don't know it at all.
Yeah. I probably would have been fine to keep watching it, but I just didn't care.
Okay, so this goes on here.
Johnny C, Books and Comics, thank you for the next super chat. Love seeing new merch pop up on your shelves, but what I really want to know is, what cool Star Wars swag does Hilo have? We just got matching R2 and 3PO collars and leashes from Chewie for R2.
Well, he has a brand new Grogu.
That's exactly what I was going to let you say.
He has a brand new Grogu Halloween costume that we haven't tried on him yet, but I bought it like as soon as PetSmart put out their Halloween stuff. Other than that, he doesn't have a ton of Star Wars stuff. He's got a Halloween themed collar. His actual dog tag is like Battlestar themed because of his name.
That's true. Like, he is named after a Battlestar character, so we did go more towards the Battlestar stuff for him.
He's had quite a few Star Wars chew toys that he's just destroyed over the years. So.
That's true. One of my biggest regrets with Biggs is that I never was able to find one of the pilot outfits for him, because I know that they made them.
No.
Shoulda done it.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Mm-hmm. Bit Decay, thanks for the next super chat. Are Jedi more resistant to blaster bolts than the average being? I would say no.
More resistant.
Yeah, like, you shoot a Jedi, it's gonna...
I think it depends on where you shoot them. But
I think it'll do the same damage no matter what. Now, they could heal themselves, theoretically. But, I mean, we see them get shot all the time in Attack of the Clones and in the Clone Wars and in Revenge of the Sith. Like, they go down. It's just blaster shots. I don't think Aayla Secura needed to be shot a billion times, but the clones just kept on doing it.
yeah.
But I guess in theory, like, Vader stopped blaster bolts. In fairness, he was using a metal hand, but...
How's that fair?
Like, I'm just saying he can get shot in the hand and it might hurt, but it's not gonna do as much damage.
Yeah. Well, there's not a hand in there. Right?
I mean,
Oh,
Luke had a hand
one
that
of his
felt
hands.
pain.
That's true.
I'm just saying, it would probably hurt, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Like, I don't think he was absorbing them. I don't know. They've never been clear on that.
Yeah. I realize that I'm not building anything over here by the camera. Sorry.
You can turn the camera to where you're building.
That might help.
Chelsea Asp, thank you for another super chat. I recently lost all my 50 plus Star Wars books in a house fire. Oh no!
No.
The first book I replaced was Master and Apprentice. Which Star Wars book would you replace first if you lost them all?
Which book would I mean, the one I was reading currently, which is Princess and the Scoundrel.
I'd probably get my Kindle back. That's cheating. Because then it's like, you get all of them.
I would get Light of the Jedi, I think.
That was my first thought, too.
Man, if those High Republic books that we got at Celebration burned, we'd be so sad. They're downstairs.
Oh, okay. Like, where are they? Yeah.
The only reason why I say Light of the Jedi is that, like, I like the books that I like in Star Wars, the ones that I've read so far, but, like, I don't know. I don't have a bookshelf per se that I, like, keep books on, like, trophies, if that makes sense. I would just want to start fresh with something that I know is the first of a book series. And I know Light of the Jedi is, like, the first part of Phase 1 of the High Republic, so I'd probably start there. But other than that, Lost Stars.
Lost Stars is a good one. I think I would go with Light of the Jedi as well, just because that book meant a lot to me.
Yeah. That one has a little more sentimental value, I guess, than Lost Stars.
Dan Ben, thank you for the next super chat. Can you explain the Contessa from The Empire Strikes Back certain point of view? I vaguely remember that.
The Contessa. That sounds familiar.
It was like...
Is she a character?
Yeah, but I think it was a code name, and I can't remember which story it was in. Here it is.
Was she the one that kept all the records?
No, I don't think so. Let me make sure this is... Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, she was in Lost Stars. I actually don't think I've made this connection yet. The Contessa was an alias used by a human female who served in the Alliance to restore the Republic during the Galactic Civil War. Born to high-ranking nobility, her homeworld was annexed by the Empire and her family killed in the process. Joining the rebellion, she became a capable starfighter pilot, coordinating the fragmented Alliance's starfighter defenses in the aftermath of the Battle of Hoth. As squadron leader of Corona Squadron, she commanded her squadron through several missions around the galaxy, culminating in the Battle of Endor. Following the Empire's defeat at Endor and the apparent death of Emperor Palpatine, the Contessa left the Rebel Alliance with the intention of contesting the presidency of her homeworld. So I think that was in the Wedge Antilles story. I think that's what Rendezvous Point was. I don't recall... Yeah, okay. I don't really recall what her role in it was.
I don't remember any of this. Which is why I didn't get up there on trivia.
I mean, if Daniel asked us anything about the Contessa, I wouldn't have known. But that is the Contessa. She says she doesn't use her birth name anymore, but she still calls herself the Contessa. It's to remind me of everything I thought would protect me and didn't. That's interesting. Chazatron 5000, thanks for the next super chat. Molly, have you had one extra Lego per bag too?
I think so. So far, I haven't, like, missed anything. It just takes me a lot longer to do each bag, because I'm precise. And I can multitask, so, like, talk and build at the same time.
I don't think she can.
I've been doing it this whole time.
Building. You stop building and you talk.
Not all the time.
Jane Dalton, thank you for the super chat. Trivia, how many N1 starfighters were shot down on the way out of the hangar in episode 1? Isn't it just 1?
I think it's 2. Or maybe it's 1.
I think it's just 1.
I'll say 2 just to be different. But I can't remember.
I can just recall they're all going out and then the tank hits 1 and then the camera follows it all the way down. I just remember being bummed for that pilot at the age of 12. I was like, oh man, poor guy. It's a long way to fall.
Yeah. What if he was the best pilot in Bravo Squadron? Besides Rick Ollier.
No, like if he were the best pilot and he would have taken out the Trade Federation ship. The Trade Federation ship.
Yeah. Poor
But
guy.
Anakin had to save the day. Johnny C, thanks for another super chat. Have you ever read the end of the Rebels comics from the old Rebels magazine? Dark Horse just collected them in one chonker of a trade paperback. I read a few of those when they were first coming out because I was able to find some of them online, but I did not keep up with them. So I might grab the chonker.
Anything that's labeled as chonker, I'm tempted
Gotta
to
have
read.
it. But yeah, that is something. You know, I have a few gaps in my canon reading list, and that is one of them. The Wild Space books and the Join the Resistance books are another.
What are the Wild Space books?
Kevin Scott, I think, wrote them, and someone else, a couple people wrote them. But they were about the Graf family, who their ancestors are in Out of the Shadows.
Okay.
But they're explorers and catalogers. Damien Vonderhaar, thank you for the next super chat. Hi, Alex and Molly. If you were getting married now, would your wedding be the Princess and the Scoundrel themed?
No.
Well, what would you do different?
I wouldn't do it in the forest.
No, I mean like from what we originally did.
Oh. Is this how this goes in here? Hold on. Stand by.
Molly's figuring something out.
I'm trying to... Oh, I put these in the wrong spot. What would I do different?
I mean, the thing I would change, I would love to have an Ewok bachelor party.
Ooh.
That sounds like fun.
Dang it. I keep putting this on wrong.
I don't know that I'd change our wedding at all, except I would make sure our DJ had all the right songs.
Yeah. Something I would do similarly was I would happily accept any Ewok moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Leia didn't have a bachelorette party.
She and Mon Mothma probably chilled out. So I bet Hera
I
was
would've-
there, Shara Bay.
I would have loved to be a fly on that wall.
Uh-huh. I bet they just had like a wine night.
Sure.
And Princess Nisa came and hung out.
She graced them with her presence.
Uh-huh. It's only fair, all the boy Ewoks got to go set things on fire.
I'm finally on bag 4, and look at that, one left.
Nice. Perfect.
But, like, they didn't have a photo booth, which was a big hit at our wedding. I don't know what the weather is like on Endor.
Probably like San Francisco.
True. Oh boy.
Johnny C, thank you for another super chat. How are you both liking She-Hulk so far?
I'm enjoying it a lot. I thought at first the amount of like CGI with her being She-Hulk was gonna bother me, and it did for like a little bit, but I think I just got used to it. Because I think that CGI still kind of looks eh.
I mean, it feels like my criticisms of Obi-Wan Kenobi, where compared to other TV shows, it looks phenomenal, but like I keep comparing it to Star Wars movies, which isn't exactly fair. And the CGI hasn't bothered me once in She-Hulk because I just don't care that much. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm giving it more leeway because it's not Star Wars in a way.
Yeah. It bothers me, but in the way that, like, there's no way they could make it look much better to where it didn't bother me, if that makes sense. Like, you have to have a giant green woman in some parts of the show. So, like, that itself is like, well, that's probably the best they could do.
I think it's the hair, for me, is like, it feels a little...
Yeah, why does she have different hair when she transforms?
Well, they did ask that question. They at least addressed it a little bit, but it's more that it feels like it's too much of a, like, one piece. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like individual strands.
But her character is phenomenal. I love her character. I love every time she breaks the fourth wall. Like, it's totally made up for any of my other grievances about it. So I like it so far.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. It's fine. Like, if it weren't an MCU project, I don't think I would keep up with it as much as we are. Like, I might wait until it were over and binge it, but like, it's on and I'll watch it, and it's been making me laugh.
Yeah. When was it? So when we got home on Monday after Dragon Con, we came home and we watched She-Hulk and then House of the Dragon, and then both of the first episodes of Rings of Power, and then we went back to Better Call Saul. So, like, we went through the gambit of genres.
The gambit? That's an X-Men character.
Whatever. You know. Gambit.
Yeah, we just sat and watched TV all afternoon. It was great. I saw someone, let me see if I can find it. Someone mentioned they wish the episodes were longer. And I kind of agree, but I'm also like...
I feel like we need to know more about the villain.
Jeff Sag, there you go. Yeah, I mean... well,
which we haven't watched today's episode. So.
Right. We have not watched episode 4 yet, and we're only on 4 of 9. But this one, to me, does feel the most like a TV show, except for maybe WandaVision. I feel like WandaVision had a really good structure, where they were clearly defined episodes, and they also had an overarching story. She-Hulk feels very episodic, and I do kind of like that. That feels refreshing. And part of me is like, I wish they were longer, but I'm also like, they don't all have to be hour-longs. This is a comedy. It is more of a short show. The fact that it's 35 minutes long is still an extra 8 to 15 minutes than we would get on a network sitcom. So I think that's what they're going for, is more of a sitcom vibe.
Yeah. Which I like.
Yeah. I think when I saw the first episode and I was like, oh, only like 32 minutes? Okay. I think I was a little disappointed then, but now that I see they're being really consistent with it, I'm like, okay, I get it. But my Star Wars shows, I want them to be good and long.
Yeah. Got a lot of ground to cover.
Feral Unfiction, thank you for the next one. Is the avocado stew rings of power show Friday? Yes, it's every Friday. I don't know that they're going to be making avocado stew. I think they're more fans of potatoes, but
They keep it simple with fruits and veggies.
and I'm enjoying
Well, I
Rings
guess
of Power so far.
Avocado is a fruit.
Rings of Power, I feel like, is another show, story, whatever. I'm being a little more critical of it. Like, I'm being a little more like, all right, let's see what you got. So
I think
far,
you're
it's
allowed to do that.
yeah. Well, it's like, I'm just saying I don't do that so much with the MCU shows. I feel like I'm a casual enough fan that I'm like, I'm just happy to be along for the ride. Whatever you want to show me, great. I'll like it or I won't, and then I'll move on. Rings of Power, it's like, I really, really loved the Lord of the Rings books and movies growing up. So I've been very hopeful for it. And so far I like it, but it hasn't quite delivered the way that the Lord of the Rings movies do. Mm-hmm. But it's a 10-hour show. So I'm waiting. And I'm enjoying it. The Khazad Dûm stuff was great. I loved the dwarves.
Yeah. I like the guy's wife.
Durin. Durin's cool.
I don't remember like most of their names.
I was surprised that like Durin and Elrond had beef, and I liked the reasoning for it. Of Elrond's like,
Just left him hanging.
Has it been 20 years already? Like, wow, that just flew by. And Durin's like, hello.
We don't live forever.
Yeah. You missed my wedding. You missed the birth of my kids. Like, what kind of friend are you?
That's
like,
a
okay.
very fair argument
Yeah.
for a dwarf and a elf to have.
What's like all I really knew of Durin was that he was a friend of the elves. So it surprised me that he and Elrond weren't like super buddy. Kind of, I was distraught a little bit, but I did like the story that they told there.
But I thought that was a good touch of humor where he's like, oh, they love me. It'll be no problem to get in. And they don't let him in.
There's a really cool, if you're watching the thing and you use your phone to pull up the Amazon X-ray or whatever they call it, they basically have little trivia facts while you're watching, and it'll give you textual references to stuff that they're showing, like a little bit of background from the Harfoots.
That is a nice touch.
Yeah, when they got to that door that leads to Moria, it is not Durin's door like we saw in Lord of the Rings, because that hasn't been built yet, but that was the original door to Khazad Dûm. And it kind of tells you where in the Lord of the Rings in the appendix or wherever you can read that. And I'm like, that's a really cool thing.
Durin's door. That's a good band name.
Jane, thank you for another super chat. Did y'all watch the Glass Onion trailer? And if so, what did you think? Really psyched about that.
So excited about it. It looks so good. Like that man Ryan Johnson, he knows how to cut a trailer.
I really liked Knives Out, and this one looks... I'm glad it's different. It feels different. That it's not just... Obviously someone's gonna die, but...
It feels different, but the detective guy, like, he feels the same.
Right.
Like, the way that the trailer kind of ended of him, like, about to give this, like, long-winded explanation of, like, a whodunit scenario.
Yeah, he is the constant, but I'm glad that he's going to be thrust into a different situation. I'm going to say something that's probably not fair because I have not read or watched any of the Perot movies, but or books. But you got Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, and to me, I'm like, all right, someone dies on a train, someone dies on a boat, and it's like you're just changing the setting. And again, that's probably not fair because I don't know what I'm talking about, but this feels like it's not just, oh, another family, their patriarch died and you have to figure out who did it and why. Like, this feels a little more like a bunch of strangers coming together and there's some sort of puzzle contest involved. I don't know. Like, it's just a teaser, so we don't have enough to go off of, but I'm intrigued.
I wonder if Ryan Johnson was like, oh yeah, it's Star Trek Day. Oh yeah, it's Disney Plus Day. You know what? It's Glass Onion Day.
Well, I think it's TIFF today. The
yeah.
Toronto International Film Festival.
I forgot about that too.
And I believe it's premiering there. Like, I think the movie is premiering soon.
I want to go.
And and then we can't watch it until December. But Edgar Wright tweeted.
I did see his
that
tweet.
He may have liked it more than the first one. He was being very cheeky about it. But yeah. I do. The one thing I don't like about Glass Onion right now is just a Knives Out mystery part of it.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's just one of those annoying marketing things where it feels tacked on because people know Knives Out.
I mean,
like,
that's understandable.
I know, but I think that the better title would have been...
And it's a Netflix property now, right?
Right. I'm just saying, if you wanted to make this a series, like, I think it would be fun to call them the Benoit Blanc mysteries. Mm-hmm. And not...
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
I like that more than a Knives Out mystery. Because Knives Out is just the first Benoit Blanc. But the title Knives Out is what is going to grab people's attention. So I'm just saying, it annoys me when marketing just kind of like does that stuff. But
I mean,
that's not a criticism of the movie itself.
We don't know if that was a Ryan Johnson decision or not.
Oh, I don't think it was.
But we don't know for sure.
It's just, I don't know. Can't speak to any of that. I'm trying to think of other things where that's happened. I mean, kind of like the way Star Wars will just name their stories after Thrawn or Phasma or Andor or Obi-Wan Kenobi instead of calling them something more interesting, just because, like, everyone knows the name Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's just name it that.
Yeah. I'm trying to speed it up because, like, I've been taking my sweet time.
I know. It's fine. I'm having a good time over here. Gargantuan Buttocks, thank you for the next super chat. Just says, love ya, heart winky face.
Aww.
Love you too, Gargantuan Buttocks.
This doesn't look great.
Chazotron, they're probably concerned folks won't know it's Knives Out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Chazotron, you reminded me of a good...
I spoke way too fast about not messing things up.
Yeah, now you're trying to speed it up and you're...
And
Do you need help?
Can you take that silver piece off?
Mm-hmm. So, there you go. Chazotron says, it's kind of like how they renamed the Birds of Prey movie after it came out because not everyone knew it was about Harley Quinn. So it was like Birds of Prey and the something Adventures of Harley Quinn. I can't remember what the title was, but it's like the Pennyworth title. Like, the fact that they had to spell it out so much is... This show is going into its third season, and instead of just being called Pennyworth, they changed it to Pennyworth, the origins of Batman's butler.
I so thought that was a joke.
Yeah, it feels like a joke.
Can you get these two one by ones off? Because we saw that. I saw that for the first time the other day when...
Yeah, can you... Yeah, does it... That feels like a joke. It's so obtuse.
I saw it the first time the other day when we were catching up on Harley. And I was like, is this a parody of something?
So that's kind of what a Knives Out mystery, that's not nearly as egregious to me, obviously, but that kind of thing where the title is just Glass Onion, but they want to make sure you know it's Knives Out 2.
Yeah.
See people asking about explain it to me for Rings of Power. I need to talk to Ashton. It might be tomorrow. We're gonna do it this weekend at some point, or Monday.
Yeah. Sometime in the next few days.
Yeah. We just have to make sure all our schedules align, and we're gonna cover the first 3 episodes, and then we're gonna be gone the next 2 Fridays. So I guess we'll have to cover episodes 4, 5, and 6 together as well. This is annoying. Like the reason I wanted to do Explain It to Me is specifically
been such a busy month.
Yeah. But like Ashton, we didn't watch it. We joked about watching both episodes and then the 3 of us just quickly hopping on a live stream because Ashton was there and just being like, it was good, and then ending it. But we're gonna have to cover 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and then I think
we can do that.
I think we'll be around for the rest of the episodes.
The broad strokes.
Yeah, but I think 7, 8, 9, 10 we should be able to just cover on their own.
Yeah.
But I need to talk to Ashton, make sure, because he has to watch it, and he also has to go to work tomorrow. And then, I mean, he works from home, but then we have to find a time to stream. So
fingers crossed.
We will find a time to do it. Because I do have questions. I have been gathering questions that I'm like, I mostly understand this, but I need Ashton to spell it out a little better.
Yeah. You need him to explain it to me.
RC Scorch, thank you for another super chat. Random, but I just rewatched Rogue One. Were the Hammerhead Corvettes designed to ram like that? Was that a suicide mission for those pilots? I don't think they were necessarily meant to do that. To just like drive into things and push them around. I think that just worked.
Yeah.
And that's such a nerdy thing that they do in Rogue One to bring in the Hammerheads from Star Wars Rebels and originally from KOTOR, and use them in that way. Like, we're gonna hit the Star Destroyer in that one little groove and push it.
So those ships had never done that before?
Not that I know of.
So yeah, I don't think that means that that's what they were meant to do. The name just works out.
Yeah. Was it a suicide mission? For the crew of the bridge, I would say yes. In the novelization, I'm pretty sure the captain said that he told everyone to abandon ship and that he was gonna do it alone, and some of the crew decided to stay with him on the bridge. But I think even in the movie, someone in like a commentary I remember someone saying that they removed the escape pods from the animation model so that it would suggest that people... What just happened to your watch?
It says reminders. What? It basically just like wrote down everything you just said.
Good. This is important.
Stop listening to me, watch.
I think it was a suicide mission for those people on the bridge. The rest of the crew abandoned ship.
This is hard to do with long nails.
Do you need help again?
No, I got it.
Okay. Gio Flores, thanks for the next super chat. Hey guys, can't wait for the book club for Princess and the Scoundrel. Also, Molly, I have a Grogu costume for my little dog. Now I need another for my beagle.
Yay!
I loved seeing your beagle. I love beagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish that book before Monday.
Yeah, our book club for Princess and the Scoundrel on Patreon will be on Monday. So, yeah.
I'm like more than halfway through and I'm enjoying it a lot still, so there's a good chance I will finish it.
It was good. It was like a comfort read. I don't see myself revisiting that one so much, but like it just felt like a happy read.
It's giving us so much insight into like Leia and Han's relationship, Leia's relationship with Vader very early on, Leia's early relationship with Luke, wanting to train with him to be a Jedi and all that stuff. I'm digging it. And I guess the Halcyon's there too.
Yeah, Beth Revis dug into a lot of stuff that I was not expecting her to, or like just hadn't even thought about. I love the bit of like Han losing a year of his life, just waking up, like being frozen, waking up. Who knows if it felt like the snap of a finger to him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, Luke's a Jedi Knight now? Okay. Like everyone kind of moved on without him.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Z, please expand upon this. As someone who's been on the Halcyon, I love what they did with Leia in the climate simulator. So there were things that they would do where I didn't know if, like, is the climate simulator a thing on the Halcyon? Because I don't know.
Oh yeah, we haven't been there yet.
Yeah, what can you do in the climate simulator, and what did you like about what they did with Leia?
I think I am just now to the part where they introduce the climate simulator. I'm a little bit after that.
I feel like it's just one scene of the book, really. I can't really recall.
It pops up a couple times.
She's in there for a while, and like Han's trying to find her.
Mark Thompson's Ugnaught voice is troubling, but impressive.
Oh. What does the Ugnaught say over and over? Because I remember really liking it. It's like, it's not okie dokie. Pronto Ronto.
Pronto Ronto, yeah.
Pronto Ronto. I really liked that.
These are so complicated.
Scott C says, so there are Saja, which are children of Jeddah that you can guide through the Force, and if you get selected by the Jedi path, you experience the Force, like how Leia does for her first time. Interesting.
Huh.
Cricket Man Productions keeps asking, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, or Jurassic Park? What do you think?
Where are you?
What?
You know where you are.
Yeah. If I'll give you one guess.
How does this fit on here? Oh, it's upside down. Silly me. Whoever designs the instructions and like how to put these things together, like I can't imagine doing something like the UCS sets. That's just like so much.
Yeah.
But I assume like a computer helps them figure out how this whole thing goes.
What about when they had to design sets without computers?
I don't even want to think about that. That makes my head hurt. Turn it over. This.
I have a friend who really, really likes Jurassic Park and has not liked a Jurassic Park movie since The Lost World, and I feel so bad for him. He still goes to all the movies with so much hope. Actually, I don't think he's seen Dominion yet.
Oh.
That may have...
Well.
He may have stopped.
Were you talking about Zach?
No. Matt.
Oh, Matt. Yeah. Well, Zach won us Jurassic Park trivia, so...
Yeah. What? My watch just told me my move goal was achieved, so go me.
I still have like a quarter of mine left.
Been sitting here for an hour and 15 minutes.
I've moved way more than you have today.
Colin Powers, currently reading Master and Apprentice. Does Padawan take place before or after this book? Padawan is first.
Yeah, Obi-Wan.
That's like Obi-Wan just started working with Qui-Gon. Master and Apprentice, they've been together for some time.
Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan is supposed to be like a teenager, like a young teenager in Padawan.
I think he's a teenager in Master and Apprentice too, but well, maybe not.
An elder teen.
I forget that he was 25 when he was knighted. So he may have been in his 20s for Master and Apprentice, I can't remember.
These side panels are like so complicated. There's like little ball joints in there.
Mm-hmm.
One down.
Cool.
This is a rather complicated helmet.
Yeah.
And then the book is like, you're gonna do all that again,
Do it again,
for the
yeah.
other side.
Gio Flores, thanks for another super chat. My beagle is named Rey after Rey Skywalker and Lana Del Rey, and my Yorkie mix is named Sookie after Sookie Stackhouse from True Blood.
Oh, those are great names.
One of Chris, I almost just said his full name. Chris's dog growing up was named Suki. It was a Pomeranian.
That's an
Is that
interesting,
right?
like without.
Pekingese.
I only really know that name from True Blood, but you have to say it like Suki.
But yeah, True Blood was a show that we got into for a while. I feel like
I loved True Blood.
the first few seasons are good. The
Yeah.
rest of it kind of fell off the rails for me.
Yeah,
But we watched it all.
It definitely did like get really super soap opera-y, and like when what's his name, the main guy,
Bill?
when Bill became
Billith?
Billith. I forgot that was the name.
That wasn't the name. I
But-
just called him that.
That was our name for it. When Bill became Billith, I was like, I don't like this much anymore. But I'm gonna still watch it because it was like a train wreck.
We finished it. I just felt like we were going through the motions.
And the Skarsgård guy's character, he reminded me a lot of Spike. Just because like he was bad and good, bad, good.
Yeah.
Like I liked his character.
Eric.
Yeah.
I liked him.
But it was very just like romance novel-y, soap opera.
I did like Jason a lot because himbo.
Mm-hmm.
But even he, like, all the characters were just kind of all over the place.
I loved season 2.
Is that with the main ad? Yeah.
Yeah. And what's his name? pig.
Pig. Yeah, Andy. I liked Andy. Because we like that actor a lot. It's so funny, like, watching him in True Blood and then watching him in The Wire.
And
being
For
like,
All Mankind.
oh, yeah. Such a different character. Jazzatron 5000, thanks for the super chat. One of the parts some fans felt didn't connect in the prequels was the political aspect. How do you think they'll improve upon this for Andor?
They're going to go deeper into the politics, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they didn't shy away from it in the Clone Wars, but I think it was more...
I don't think prequel fans shied away from the politics of it, did they?
No, some of the parts, Chazatron says, one of the parts some fans felt didn't connect in the prequels was the political aspect.
Yeah.
It's more just the taxation of trade routes.
Yeah, the opening crawl for episode 1 introduces a lot of words where people are like, what? This has lightsabers in it, right?
I was 12 years old trying to read that as fast as I could and being like, okay, I don't feel like I got that, but whatever. I don't really care. It kind of reminds me of just George's original crawl for Star Wars, where it was just overly complex, and the crawl should be like, here is the basics of what you need to know and told in the most clean way possible. Mm-hmm. I would almost say they weren't they didn't go far enough with the politics, in the sense that I think they should have spelled it out a little better. I think it was very heady for a movie that George Lucas continues to say was made for 12-year-olds.
Yeah, the way that Palpatine made his way to Supreme Chancellor wasn't as impactful until you watched the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I get, like, when I was watching it at the younger age, the politics of it went over my head. So I think that they could have made it a little more plain. But yeah, I don't think Andor is gonna do that. I don't think it's not gonna get into as much as the prequels did. I don't know. I mean, the Imperial Senate's in it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they did, because that's something that I would love to see, just how Mon Mothma started getting involved in the rebellion from the political side of it.
Yeah. Well, I think they're going to cover that. And I also think that it's going to be more in your face. Maybe, yeah, like, I'm trying to verbalize how I feel about the political stuff in The Phantom Menace, where I feel like it's mentioned, but it's just kind of on the fringes, I guess. Like, you have that one big scene where Padme or Amidala does the vote of no confidence, and I think they do a pretty good job of having Palpatine whispering in her ear, explaining what's going to happen and why.
Yeah.
But the trade route aspect of it just always seemed, as a 12-year-old.
Yeah. We needed the Clone Wars movie, which went into that a little bit more. Which we did not necessarily need the Clone Wars movie, but we did need it for Ahsoka, so that makes it okay.
Chelsea asked, thank you for this. Obi-Wan is 16 in Padawan and 17 in Master and Apprentice.
Oh, that's okay.
Honestly,
that's a lot closer than I thought.
Same. I did not remember how old he was in Master and Apprentice, so that's good. Because I remember feeling like they had a fairly good relationship at the end of Padawan, or at least we reached some level of closure, but we never really got to see them working together. And then Master and Apprentice, we see that they're struggling to work together.
Yeah.
So that works out better than I recalled.
Which, that reminds me, if anyone else watched the Obi-Wan documentary thing that got released today, it was really good.
I liked it a lot.
Qui-Gon, or Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon, he wasn't in it very much, but he was in it for like a little bit, and that was nice to see. But we've seen a ton of Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, their reactions to like being back in Star Wars and blah blah blah, but like this shows you Hayden putting on the Jedi robes for the first time, and Ewan talking about being a little kid wanting to become an actor, learning more about Alec Guinness's career. So it was like one of my favorite little behind the scenes things that they've done so far.
I liked it a lot. And Liam's moments were fun. Of him being told by Deborah Chow what the idea was for him coming back, and he was like excited to do it, and I just laughed about him in interviews being like, oh, I don't do TV, even though it was just the most transparent lie ever.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe he actually did think that this was going to be a movie up until the very end. Like, I don't know.
I wish they had talked about that a little bit.
You know they're not going to.
I don't know. They vaguely referenced how long they've been talking about doing this. And I'm like, get into that. Talk about the development of it as it was going to be a movie, and then we transitioned and we rewrote it, and then we rewrote it again. Like, why don't they have time for that? They could. It doesn't have to be an hour. They could make it.
They don't have time for that in order to tell it in a way that it sounds like they didn't lose their way and like not know what they were doing.
Make it longer, Disney. I wish they would show all the warts. Like I wanna know everything that went wrong. That's one of the
one day we'll get like the super special edition cut where they do talk about that stuff.
Well, that's one of the most interesting parts about reading behind the scenes of Star Wars, is how much of a terrible mess it was, and yet it still became the biggest movie of all time. So I want to know, like, look, we all like Rogue One. Tell us about the reshoots. Get into everything that happened, and maybe they will once enough time has passed.
Yeah,
it might not be the time or place right when it came out, but I'd be interested in hearing.
Oh, I bet lots of people would be. I can't get like the right leverage to put some of these pieces on because of my nails.
Sydney Squared, thanks for the next super chat. I recently rewatched the Hobbit movies and found that I felt much warmer towards them than I did when they came out. Do you think the Hobbit will get the prequel treatment in time? We watched the Hobbit movies a year ago, maybe 2. It's probably 2 years ago. It feels like last year, but
I will say no, because they spread the Hobbit movies out too far, and like they did a lot of stuff that they didn't really need to do. The prequels didn't necessarily have that problem.
Yeah,
they didn't draw it out to like be this thing that was way bigger than it needed to be.
I'm going to agree with you, because I know I've seen them all, I think 3 times at this point, and the most recent time, I remember watching, starting an unexpected journey, and being like, oh, this is better than I remember it. Mm-hmm. And then over the course of that film, just being like, oh no, this is about what I thought. And then getting into the desolation of Smaug. Smaug. It's a little worse, and then I just do not like the Battle of Five Armies, except for the very end. Like, everything in the Shire, they always nail that for me. So, Bilbo, leading up to him leaving with the dwarves, all of that works so well for me. Even the silly song that they sing while they're doing the dishes, like, they felt like they were nailing the book's tone. Mm-hmm. And then they got to the trolls, And I was like, okay, you're getting too into like toilet humor. It just felt like you went too far into children's book territory.
Yeah.
But then you would go to something that got hyper violent. And I was like, what is this? It's just bouncing back and forth. All three of them have some great moments. The Riddles in the Dark is awesome. Bilbo and Smaug, their conversation is great. Battle of Five Armies, kind of rough, except for the end. Like, I really like Bilbo coming home, all his stuff being auctioned off. They kind of burned me with the theme of the movie is the whole if more people were like Bilbo, if they valued food and cheer over hoarded gold, the world would be a better place. And I feel like they got the line out, but it just didn't have the same impact for me. So unfortunately, I struggle with the Hobbit movies quite a bit. It should have been 2 movies at most. And if someone brings it up when we do explain it to me, Ashton can explain it well because he got into the whole like business side of it and why these decisions were made. And again, it's just kind of like business affecting art, which is frustrating.
Business as usual.
Yeah. So, yeah. Diner Park Dan, I agree. The showdown between the Nazgul and the White Council. I did appreciate that they were adding stuff from the appendices. Nice. I liked watching Gandalf investigate Sauron, because that's something he did at that time.
Do you want me to keep going?
That's up to you. I was hoping we'd finish this today. But...
How long did that bag take?
You've done 30 minutes for every bag.
Okay, so this will be another 30 minutes at least.
Well, actually, you've been doing 45 minutes every bag.
Then this will be another 45 minutes.
Do you want me to do it?
We should probably go eat.
Okay. Well, we'll probably finish this off stream then, because we are not going to be here next week. Or the week after. Oh my god. I forgot. Like, we're so busy. The next 2 weeks we will be off. And then we'll be back the week after. So that's September 29th, I think.
Why don't you finish this bag?
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a refill and get my water, and we can switch spots then.
Okay.
I forgot we weren't gonna be here for
2 weeks.
several weeks.
Well, I'll sit here until you're back. I do wish that I would warm up to the Hobbit movies, because they had so much potential.
Yeah.
But, oh well. I do really like Martin Freeman. He was great as Bilbo. I liked all the dwarves. Just some of the execution. I even didn't mind Legolas. Some people had problems with that. But I'm like, they're going to Mirkwood. He lives there. So it made sense to me that he would be there. I think they went overboard with him. Like, I kind of thought it would be cool if he were just in Mirkwood. And that's it. Like, he's there for a while. I don't think all the elves needed to be added into that movie the way they were. The Tariel stuff, I'm like, eh. Like, I think they should have stayed more faithful to the books and the appendices, and then everything that they added outside of that with was it Feely or Keely, whichever one, just didn't need that. Ash Z, thank you for the super chat. Let's try again. OMG, you got the Bo-Katan helmet. It's beautiful. How does it fit on the head? You know, I don't think I've tried. We just kind of put it up there with the Darksaber and our other Bo-Katan stuff. I don't think I've even put it on. Now I gotta get all our stuff out. Oh no. Fits pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It fogged up immediately, but it fit. One of our friends actually put together a Bo-Katan cosplay at the Dragon Con Star Wars costume contest. And he grew his hair out, and he's got similar color hair as Bo-Katan. So he just like grew it out and then cut it so that it kind of matched that angled down look. His hair was the most impressive part of the costume to me, but he built all the armor. He 3D printed it and put magnets on all of it so he could snap it on and off easily. It was really cool. It'll be in our Q&A this week because we do our last question's all about Dragon Con and catching up with that stuff. So you can see his costume there. Joel Davis, thanks for the super chat. Would you like to see Star Wars appendices, but for like the Old Republic? Basically appendices / Silmarillion detailing the ancient Jedi versus Sith wars. Not really. Like, that's more kind of reference material stuff. And I like learning about Star Wars through stories. Like, I don't mind reference books at all, obviously, but I prefer just reading the stories.
Whew. Pippin was being really playful down there.
Aww.
I was like walking by and he just like ran out and attacked my foot.
So playful. He made me bleed.
What was the last?
I've read them all.
Oh, okay. Last, would you like to see Star Wars appendices from Old Republic? Actually, I mean, maybe if we start to get some canon content around the Old Republic, I wouldn't mind if they were just gonna canonize a lot of that stuff, if they just released it as an appendix.
See, I'd rather read it again. Like, read the new version or whatever.
Sure. Maybe like a little visual dictionary, I don't know. Can we get a random Biggs fact?
His family was rich.
They gotta be to afford those
Such
cool
style.
outfits and capes and stuff.
Is that random enough? I don't know.
I have kind of a cool Biggs fact. He was almost in Star Wars Rebels instead of
Oh, don't break my heart again.
Wedge showing up. Okay, so
What could have been?
we're all caught up on
Yeah.
super chats. Oh, never mind. Joel Davis just sent in another super chat. Thank you, Joel. Do you think Lucasfilm will ever make a story about the ancient Jedi Sith Wars in the mainstream Disney Plus show or movie?
I think given enough time, like, yes to anything.
Yeah. I think, well, I don't know if they'll make a show or movie dedicated to those wars, because that's like...
I guess okay, given enough time, anything, whether it's book or comic or whatever, I think we're going to learn more and more about all this stuff. I think we will get stories about them. Movies or shows, maybe not. I don't know.
Their movies and shows have been so character driven that like we would need to be introduced to specific characters, and then it just so happens to be during the Jedi and Sith Wars.
But I think that would be a fine movie trilogy. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't know much about the Jedi Sith Wars. So
Well, that's why we need the movie.
make it happen. I saw something up here. Let me scroll up. To join the book club on Monday, is the post made on Patreon or is it through Discord? I think it's through Patreon.
Yeah.
And then someone said Estelle does mean hope.
Yes. That was so long ago.
Well, but maybe they're just catching up.
Apparently, I know Elvish.
Do we think the rumors of a Bo-Katan series are true?
I have not even heard those rumors. Maybe that sounds kind of familiar from a while back.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on what happens in Mando season 3.
I could see it.
I mean,
happening,
I would watch it for sure.
I could see how that would work as another spin-off to the Mandoverse and everything that's going on. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up until it's announced. And even then, who knows?
Yeah. Chazertron asked, was there a name for Molly's Jabba cosplay when you were all Hutt Slayers? Just Jabba.
Yeah.
Is a very loosely based costume, which I might put a little more effort into next year, but really it's just the hat says Jabba, so it works. Did you hear Pippin?
Yeah.
What are you reading currently? So I'm in the middle of Princess and the Scoundrel, but Alex is reading something cool and different.
I'm reading The Lies of Locke Lamora, fantasy book I've had
You know
recommended.
what that sounds like?
What?
It sounds like an expansion of one of Ben's board games.
It does. The Winds of Tremora. Yeah. That's exactly what it sounds like. I can't help but say it dramatically. Mm-hmm. The Lies of Locke Lamora.
He's only reading that until he gets one of the advanced copies of the High Republic
I don't
books.
know if that's going to happen.
Probably not anytime soon, but... But how are you liking it so far?
It's okay. I'm only like 2 chapters into it. Granted, the chapters are really long, but I'm interested and intrigued.
You can build so much faster than I can.
Been doing this for 30 years.
It's true. I never started building Legos until an adult. So. I'm gonna scroll back up.
Pippin just pooped. I can hear him in the cat pan.
We can hear Pippin in the bathroom in the hallway, which is where his litter box is, just
kicking litter around.
Kicking away.
Making a mess.
Ash Seig says the Battle of Jeddah sounds exciting.
Oh yeah, I'm psyched for that.
Yeah, I want to see Jeddah in its prime. And then, I guess, see it torn down. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll still be in its prime by the end of it, or if that's when those statues topple, or what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Sorry, Carlin said The Lies of Macklemore. That could be a sequel. I was kind of hoping that we could watch Rings of Power tonight, but
I'm pretty sure it unlocks
in
the morning.
We got a lot of other work done yesterday and today, so we'll have hopefully some time tomorrow to watch it.
Oh, I figure first thing, get some coffee, get first breakfast.
What
watch
about
it,
second breakfast?
Get second breakfast.
But he doesn't know about 11sies.
Can you name all the meals?
Breakfast, second breakfast. 11sies, luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
Tea?
At what time of the day?
Tea time? 4?
Yeah, which would be
4sies?
no. Afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea.
But you got it.
Dinner and supper.
Yep. He knows about them, doesn't he?
Hi, Pippin.
Foursies. Pippin, come on up.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, my little man.
Speaking of hobbitses, here's
Oh, yeah.
Pippin. Maybe he heard us talking about...
I'm so used to talking.
That's why he's hungry all the time.
Yeah.
He wants all of the Hobbit dinners.
So that's why we named him Pippin. Is because I was like, this cat is hungry all the time and he gets into mischief. And if there were...
He just wants to cuddle with you.
If there were a skeleton perched on the edge of a well, he would absolutely shove it in. But yeah, mostly I wanted to name him after a hobbit because he was hungry all the time. And Peregrine Took was the best cat pun I could make.
It's a very good cat pun. He's very good, Pippin. He's just looking at us like, what are you guys doing up here? Come downstairs.
I need a lap downstairs.
A couple of people are asking about Cobra Kai. We've never watched it.
I've heard good things. Zach Burkett loves it.
Yeah, I never got into it, but maybe we'll watch it one day.
I am not opposed to it. I've heard it's very, like, dramatic and soap opera-y, but that's not necessarily a turn-off for me.
Yeah. Pippin, I've been chosen. What's your go-to candy of choice? Probably
It's easy, yeah.
Reese's.
You're a Reese's girl now? That was always mine. It's fine. We can share it.
He tracked a bunch of litter in here.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Just dust right there.
Although, if I'm wanting something like fruity and sour, you gotta go with the watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Oops. That doesn't go there.
I mean, usually if I'm buying candy, it'll be Reese's just so it'll be something that we both want. Otherwise, it would be just plain chocolate.
I like the those watermelon Sour Patch though. If you ever wanted to get them, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they destroy my mouth.
Yeah, there is that. Just hear him purring away.
I have to know if people heard that or not. His little purrs. I heard it. Yay. Thurl says, everyone send Sour Patch Watermelon to Molly in October. I mean, our P.O. box is down in the description. Turns out these aren't really a thing in the US too, but Maltesers are so good.
Maltesers?
All I know about where you're from, Andy, is Tim Tams, so...
Yeah, you have some of the best candies. Which we still have some of those Tim Tams that you gave us back in December. We've been rationing them.
Yeah, I feel like we're saving them for like a special occasion. It's like a nice bottle of wine or champagne.
We keep giving them to friends, like just to be like, you gotta try these.
Maltesers is what they're called.
Maltesers?
I've never heard of those. Maddie Gunner says, Maltesers are so damn good. Oh no, Chazertron says Tim Tams, they stopped selling them here. Yeah, a couple of our stores sell them, but they're not the same as the ones from down under. I think the sugar that they use is different. I don't know, they taste different.
Almost done here.
Have we heard of Star Wars Redemption, the fan-made game that uses Clone Wars animation style?
Oh, that's cool.
It's apparently really good. Check out X Clips. Oh, Eckhart Slatter's other channel for more info. I haven't heard of that.
I have not either. Yeah, Eck is always up on all the mods and stuff or fan games. And I am not, but this is done.
Wow, look at you go.
How? That was what? 20 minutes? Time me.
Half the time that I could have done it in. Show Pippin.
Well, I'm showing people first. Here you go, Pippin. This is what's keeping you from cuddles.
He's like,
He does not care. He's like, I'm gonna throw that off the table when you're not looking. He almost did that a couple days ago. That's why I had to move our half-done helmet over there. Because I just heard...
Oh no. You know when you hear that sound,
I just like
to be bad.
tense up and scream like, Pippin, no.
Bakey sent in a last-minute super chat here that just says, Pippin is a fool of a toque.
Fur of a toque.
Well, yeah.
You're not a fool. Oh.
He's never like said I might laugh for this long while we've been up here recording.
We could Oh, dang it. That cable's not long enough. I was like...
Did you just unplug it?
No.
No.
But I was like, we could have made it Pippin Cam if I'd thought of it earlier.
Pippin Cam. Next time. Maybe it's like right at 7:45. He's like, all right, I gotta come up there because they don't usually go this late.
He's like, I am tired of being down there alone. Someone come sit on the couch so I can sit on your lap.
All right. Well, we finished the Mando helmet. We're gonna be gone the next couple weeks, but
gotta find another place for these. Now this can go right there.
probably the next thing we build is gonna be our Andor ship set. So that'll be in 2 weeks, I guess.
3 weeks.
Oh, right. It's
We're gonna be gone
Thursdays.
next week. We're gonna be gone the week after that. So yeah, I think September 29th is our next LEGO stream.
All right. Well, this
So
has just been such a busy month for
I
us.
know. September's crazy. October will hopefully be a little bit lighter.
Yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this a little bit longer LEGO stream. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in super chats and joined the big super fans. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we're really excited to get busy with some Andor stuff.
I'm ready for Andor. We should be watching it right now. August 31st, they said.
Yeah. I can't wait to start recording some more reactions for Patreon. It's gonna be fun. All right, we're gonna go eat dinner and relax. And Alex is probably gonna blow his nose. Bye, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
See ya. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.